What's up, folks? It is Tuesday afternoon, 4:35. I just left the office, headed to a spot over here, about 15 minutes away, and I am keyed up. I mean, just deer that I want to kill over here has been daylight the last 2 evenings, and then last night, so I came in here yesterday at lunch and fed. I put out some corn, and then last night I had 3 new bucks show up, one of which looks to be a pretty good 8-pointer. Now, he's not as big as the one I'm going in here after, but he's still a big mature deer. So I don't know, I'm fired up, ready to get in the stand. It's perfect weather. This will be my second sit over here. Last time the wind, which was opening afternoon, the wind was a little bit out of the east, which I didn't really need for this spot. I've got a great northwest wind today, which is perfect for how this sets up. And I'm excited. It's a big deer I'm going in here after, and I'm just ready to see him. So stay tuned. It's going to be a real quick setup here. I'm just going to slip in, get up in a tree, turn the camera on, and he's been showing up the last 2 evenings at like right at 6:30. So hopefully there's no deer in there now. There's been deer in there pretty much all day. There was does and bucks from 11 to like 2:30. So I hope I don't blow anything off when I'm getting down in there, but anticipation is at an all-time high. So come along, let's see if we can get him killed. All right, it's 5:19. Got settled in the tree right as I set my platform and stood up. I hadn't even gotten my top strap around yet. A mama and a fawn came out and fed, and I just kept working slow, getting everything set up. I don't have everything exactly where I want it, but I think I can make it work. Basically positioned myself, whereas the other day I was on this side of the tree. I moved about 45 degrees on this side of the tree to kind of tuck in this little side a little bit better. Wind is perfect right off the left side, blowing back up the yard. Fingers crossed it'll come together. Wish me luck, I'm gonna settle in. freaking got him. What an absolute goat rope that was. I'll have to look back at the footage and see what happened on that first shot. I mean, obviously I broke his back. I did miss him on the second shot, but I hit him on the third and the fourth shot. Really, the second or the third shot looked perfect. The fourth shot, I can't really tell, it's a little bit back. And then the fifth shot, he was down in the creek and it was point blank. I think he was already dead, but that is, I think, gonna be the biggest deer I've ever killed. Final set. Final set. Oh! I need to get hooked back up before I fall out of this damn tree. Oh, God. Oh. Well, that's the third night in a row he's shown up here in daylight. The wind was perfect. I had them 2 does come in early and they fed off. When they got back up top of the hill over there, one of them blew. I don't know what they were blowing at or anything, but anyway, it was probably 7 o'clock and I looked up and he was coming down off the hill. That's their bedding area up there. I picked it out on a dadgum topo, put a camera down here with some corn out and come in here and killed him. I do not deserve that deer. For all the people that listen to me blather non-stop 365 days out of the year about deer hunting, that's why. Oh. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna get down. I don't know whether I can get him out myself or not, but I'm gonna get down and get some footage of him while he's down there before it gets too dark. Oh. Yeah. All right. So this is where he was standing. And that was my hide. Right up in there. I had that big poplar behind me. And I was on this little front sweet gum. Look at that giant. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Oh man. Well, that is certainly not what you practice for, to have to shoot a deer that many times. That's actually the first deer that I've ever spined like that. But I've always heard that if they've got feet under him, which he did have his front feet under him, you just got to keep going. And that's what I did. And I mean, from where I shot him, which is just right up there in that opening, I mean, total distance, I don't think he made it 35 yards. Maybe 40. Dad and Nick are on their way. Gonna help me get this big joker out. Well, I torqued my back when I slipped, so that's awesome. All right, here we are. Dad and Nick just got here. There ain't gonna be much blood trailing, but they haven't seen him yet, so we're gonna ease just right over here and let them take a look, see what they think. You reckon that'll hold muster?
That's a big deer. Look at that freaking brow tine on that one side.
We got him out, and just sitting here taking a look at him, I still kind of don't really know what to think. It all seems kind of surreal. As I was saying just a minute ago, I got permission on this piece of property back in June, and started running camera and a little feed station here, and ran the camera for several months before this deer showed up. And when he showed up, he was already hardhorn, and we knew he was something special. And I knew that this was going to be kind of my #1 target deer, and I hunted him Saturday afternoon, and I knew I probably shouldn't have because the wind was just a little bit off, and I went to a different area on Sunday afternoon with the same east wind, and the wind shifted yesterday and to a northwest, which is what I needed here, and ended up cut. I'm sorry, I'm kind of veggie brained here. Got a northwest wind, which is what we needed to hunt this spot, and I drove by yesterday afternoon on the way home from work, and this joker was standing down here in the bottom, and that was the first time I'd seen him with my eyes and not on camera, and he was every bit as big as what he looked like in the camera, and we figured he would be. And I jumped out of work a little bit early this afternoon and slid over here and got set up, and as I said earlier in the video, I got to the platform up top, and I had a doe and a fawn come in, and I guess it was probably right about 6:55. I looked up on this hilltop behind me, which is where I think the majority of the deer bed. I mentioned that terrain feature is kind of one that I picked out as to where I thought the deer would be bedding based on how all this property lays out, and got set up, and he walked right down the hill and came in perfect. He stood facing me for I don't know how long it was. I'm guessing it was probably 5 minutes, and he finally turned, and he was he was broadside. And when I shot, I don't know if he dropped or I just hit high, but it spined him, and then just kind of instinct took over, and I went to grabbing and shooting, and was lucky enough to watch him expire right there in the creek. It's certainly not what you want to have happen, but it was a pretty quick kill for him. So super excited. I really don't even know what to say. I mean, I said it earlier, but for everybody that listens to me blather about deer 365 days a year, this is sweet reward, and I don't know if I'll ever kill another deer like this. Thank y'all for watching. Nick, Dad, thank y'all for being here.
Yep.
It's been a heck of a start for Final Set in the first couple days of season here, and I got a feeling like we're maybe just getting started. What do you say there, Nick?
Hopefully so. Well, time will tell, right?
Time will tell. We certainly got plenty of season left to target in on some new deer. So if y'all would like and subscribe, follow along, comment on the video, let us know what you think, let us know where you're going to be, and good luck to you guys this fall. Get him all the way up. Guesses?
I'm saying 213.
I'm gonna say he's over 200.
I was saying the 215 was gonna be my mark.
208.
223, and I'll go high.
223.
Okay.
I was going to say
195.
221.
How much?
195.
Come on, being conservative.
We got 209.6,
Oh, my.
210.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
I'm pretty
Yay.
good. It's a big deal. Is that what you said 209? I said 208.
He said 208. I said 212.
I said 215.